Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I am going to be recommending you guys some books that I have read, and I have I think like 4 technically, but one of them is a series. I'm super excited though because I got really into reading again, I guess, when like everyone on TikTok started like recommending all these books, and so I kind of started reading at like that same time, and I've read quite a few so far. I'm still working on it. I just finished the Spanish Love Deception, but I didn't include this in here just because these ones are like my favorites. It was still good, but not like my favorite that I read, but these ones are definitely like some of my favorite books that I've read so far. So yeah, if you guys want to see more like book recommendations, please let me know because I am starting a new one. The new one that I'm reading is Second First Impressions, and I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, but I saw it in the store and it was on my Amazon like wish list for a little bit. So yeah, I just bought it because it looked pretty like the words don't seem very tiny, so I feel like I'll get through this pretty fast. But yeah, so I'm gonna read that one, and then I also have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder to read, and then I want to also read a couple other ones. I can't remember exactly, but if you have any more recommendations, please let me know. And then also go follow my TikTok because I'm going to be posting a TikTok about these books. So yeah guys, just remember, let me know if you want to see more, and let's just get on to the video. Okay guys, so the first books that I'm starting with is this series from Jenny Han. The first book is The Summer I Turned Pretty, and they're actually coming out with a show, I believe, on Amazon Prime, which I'm kind of excited to see, just because it's kind of cool to see how they like turn this into characters and all that. So this book I read a while ago, but it was definitely like one of those books that made me start reading again, and I like took a break from reading after this because I was just like, wow, that was such a good book. But yeah, so there's 3 in the series, and this is the first one. And basically the main character's name is Belly. So she grows up around this family. Her mom is best friends with Susanna, which is technically like her aunt kinda, and Susanna is the mother of these 2 boys, Conrad and Jeremiah. And basically The Summer I Turned Pretty is about how she like always liked Conrad, which is the older brother, but he never like saw her as like that because she was, you know, younger. And so then when she like goes to this summer house or this beach house one summer, he finally like realizes, wow, she's like kind of pretty, but then so does Jeremiah. So then there's like a bunch of drama, and then there's a second one, and then a third one, which the third one was definitely suspenseful. It was crazy. It was just pretty fun to read. You couldn't, I guess, see what was coming. So yeah, I recommend all of these, and since it is summer right now, I definitely recommend reading these because they just capture the like summer vibe so well, and it just, these are great books. So yeah, I recommend these a lot. If I had to give them some out of like 5 stars, I'd probably give them a 5 out of 5. Then the next book I read was November 9, and this book was so good. It kind of reminded me of this movie that I watched. It was called Before Sunrise, I think. And basically in this book, her name is Fallon and his is Ben. So Ben meets Fallon on her last day in LA because she's moving to New York, I believe. Yeah, New York. And he's a writer. He's like trying to write a book. And so they spend that whole like last day together, and then they agreed to meet on November 9th every year, and it's just really good. And there's like a plot twist that you don't expect. It's crazy. I think a lot of people say that Colleen Hoover writes like really good plot twists, and I've only read, I think this might be the only book I've read of hers, I think. But I also want to read Confess and It Ends With Us also. But this one, it was so cute. It was very sad, and it was not sad. It was just very like, emotional, and it was crazy when the plot twist happened, and it was very unexpected. So yeah, if you want like an unexpected plot twist, if you want a book that has a really like sweet guy character, definitely recommend this. I'd probably give this also a 5 out of 5. Then the next book that I read was The Love Hypothesis, and this book, I love it so much. I always talk about how no book that I've read since this one has like been as good, and it didn't ruin me, but it's such a good book. You know, when you read a good book, it's just hard to meet the expectations. Okay, so basically Olive is the main character, and she's a third-year PhD candidate, and her friend, well, she was dating this guy, and then that guy like kind of broke up, and then her friend and him kind of started like talking and stuff, and then her friend didn't believe that she was over him yet, and so to make her believe that she was over him, she basically kissed this like the first guy that she sees because she was walking in the hall. And so they started like this fake dating trope, and he's basically a professor, his name's Adam, and they just have like this fake dating trope, and there's kind of, I wouldn't call it a twist, but there's kind of just like this unexpected thing that you find out. And I really love how the book starts. It's just so good. This book I want to read again, honestly, and I think I finished this book in like, I don't even know, I've read it pretty fast though. So yeah, I definitely recommend this book. 5 out of 5, maybe even like 6 out of 5 stars, maybe 10 out of 5 stars. Okay guys, and then the well, not the most recent book that I've read, but the most recent one from this pile of books that I've read is The Beach Read, and I actually read this when I was on vacation in April, and I read this all the way because it was a road trip, so I read this all the way going there basically, and then a little bit when I was there, and I finished the book. So this book definitely had me sucked in, and I couldn't put it down. So basically Augustus, or they call him Gus in the book, is a writer, and so is, I forgot her name. Oh yeah, it's January. Kind of a weird name, but they're both authors, and she writes romance, he writes literary fiction, and she moves to her dad's like beach house, I believe. Also another very summery book. But yeah, so he is actually her neighbor for that little bit that she's moving there, because she wanted to get like inspiration to write again. Basically they get like this deal going that she has to write a they call it a great American novel, and then he has to write a romance novel, and so they go on like little field trips, and then there's like an unexpected twist again at the end that you learn about like her dad, and it's kind of crazy. I really like this book because it was just really good. I don't know, and then you find something out also about them too, and it's just like, it's really good. It keeps you wanting to read the book, and I read this book while I was on like vacation, and so I thought it made the like vibe of the book really cool because it's called Beach Read, and I was in California. So yeah, I really recommend this book, and especially because it's summertime, I definitely recommend this book. And it did not take me long to read at all. So yeah, I'd probably give this also a 5 out of 5 stars. So yeah guys, those are all the books that I have for you today. I am going to continue reading, and again, if you have any books that you've read that you think I would like, please leave them down below, because I'm always looking for some new books. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed, and let me know if you want more videos like this, because I love making book videos. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!